Ladies and gentlemen, Jaguar fans from around the country, thank you for tuning in on this wonderful Monday evening. I will be your host for this esports broadcast, Noah Bowers, and joining me today,
Rodrigo Burgos once again here. Another day of Rocket League, Noah.
and without further ado, let's actually get
right
into the
onto the action. Why not? As we are facing West Virginia today, y'all can see once again, like y'all saw last week, that we have this beautiful display for you guys showing the boost. You can see already a slow goal from West Virginia.
I'm sorry, that is.
It is West Virginia, not
West Virginia.
not West Virginia.
Not the typo. Apologies, West Virginia. I'm so sorry. Also, do I need to switch the team? I do.
You do.
All right, fixed.
Very good, very good. Not a good start for Augusta University, not what you want to see early on. This is a very different team, Noah, compared to Akron University. What a score!
Wait, we need to talk about this. Look at this mid-air fake to set up the goal from West Virginia. Oh, the whiff from Augusta University is absolutely diabolical. That was a rough one. Thank you to everyone in the chat. Nate, thanks for tuning in on one of our League of Legends GOATs, showing support from one of the other rosters. We've been having a lot of fun watching your team compete, and hopefully we can see the Rocket League team finally get a dub. Yeah. Going to what you were saying before, Rodrigo, very different team from what we saw last week, where we were competing against four-time CRL champions Akron University. This week we're facing another formidable foe, another slow goal. I mean, this is like, look at it. They even defended it.
They did.
Oh, but he had a poor angle on it. To be fair, Rodrigo, that one was rough. Can we talk about the Godzilla celebration?
I was just looking at that. It kind of caught me off guard. I just saw it pop up with Godzilla and Kong. I was like, whoa, what is this? And they're about to. Oh my God, they're playing really aggressive, Noah. West Virginia, kind of what I wanted to get at. Very different team from Akron, but it's kind of looking the same, if not worse, for Augusta University so far. I think we were holding our own against Akron University to start, as they score yet another goal.
What a beautiful shot here from Duffy. Sets it up beautifully from Soha off the backboard. The placement is absolutely perfect from Western Virginia to set up right off the top crossbar. I mean, that's 4 goals in quick succession, unanswered from Augusta University. Really critical stuff here from. Oh, what are the West Virginia mascots? Is it the Bears? The Golden Bears?
I have a feeling it is.
I believe it is. We'll do a quick Google search to make sure.
Yeah, Google is always on our side.
Yes. We finally have the Mountaineers, excuse me. As we say that, Challenger finally got a nice little interception here. It's a good pass from Cruel off the 50 challenge. Challenger takes it all the way and gets a pretty lucky bounce there off the right crossbar.
Absolutely. And Noah, this is since West Virginia, the Mountaineers, they scored so early on. They scored 4 goals. There's still 3 minutes left on the clock, so it's very university to come back. We just kind of need to turn around, and just defend a lot better as we score another one. Challenger sets it up beautifully. It looked like a beautiful cross to Challenger, and he's actually scored it himself.
Yeah, that's 2 solo goals in a row from Challenger, so he's really turning things up here to finally bring Augusta University back in it here. And we already have a very exciting game 1. This is more action than we saw all the goals combined from last week versus Akron.
Absolutely no. I think Akron, the games were kind of all at a standstill for most of the games. Like, most of the game was a standstill in the midfield. Nothing too crazy. Beautiful deflection from the Mountaineers right there to prevent the Augusta University goal. We saw a great pass right there.
Well defended, but Cool's finally going to take it up off the top crossbar. Challenger's going to try and challenge this. Gets the touch that he wanted, but the possession still goes the way of the Mountaineers. Cool now up first. Oh, gets faked out of his ankles, and the axles are broken on that one. But this might be
Challenger
a snipe from
a
Challenger.
Snipe. Beautiful. I mean, Challenger almost single-handedly bringing Augusta University back into this match.
And nobody's back in net.
No. Nobody was back there. Nobody would expect Challenger to shoot at goal from back there, but he did, and he scored. And as I was saying, that's a hat trick already for Challenger.
Yeah.
Going crazy to bring AU back into this game, 4-3 with almost 2 minutes left. So plenty of time left. This is a very different team from what we saw in the first minute, Noah.
Oh yeah, and this is them getting warmed up. They're getting more comfortable. They definitely played a lot more practices as well. Augusta University Jaguars have also signed up for more tournaments in the last week since we've covered them. They're competing in a couple amateur tournaments, as well as the Collegiate Rocket League CCA tournaments that are starting in the next 2 weeks here in March. So a lot more Rocket League action is on the way, and I think they're finally getting more comfortable with how they play together as a team. It was a conservative pass there from Duffy. They were trying to fake him out there, and it didn't work. Dylan playing some nice, consistent defense there. They're a little low on boost, as we can see. So they're a little starved right here in their own net. They're going to have to get this away. Good pass. Cool gets the mid boost as well. Takes it over to the net. Isn't able to get the second touch. So Soha is going to take it themselves. Dylan there with the mid-air deflection. Tries to get it off the ground, but didn't have the boost for it. Nice touch from Challenger there, but isn't able to keep up with it. Cruel's up next, off the corner. And Challenger, oh, we get a double commit there from Dylan and Challenger. That's could be punishing here for the Jaguars, unless they're able to get a touch there, and Challenger just ran out of boost. He's not going to be there. Cool tries to slow down this offensive possession now from the Mountaineers. Dylan up next, off the corner. Could be a setup here. Nice pass back from Cruel. Dylan had the shot, well defended by Western Virginia.
The Mountaineers, beautiful defense right there in that sequence. They barely got to that ball right there, preventing the score. 15 seconds left, about to be 10. There's not much you can do right here. I don't think we're going to be able to do anything. Just not let the...
Here, but this is gonna bounce, and unfortunately we don't get an overtime. But as you can see, even though Western Virginia taking game 1 here in the best of 5 series, this is gonna be haymakers galore. The offensive pressure is here for both teams, and it definitely looks like defense is gonna be null and void.
Absolutely, Noah. And as I was saying, very different matchup from what we saw last week against Akron University. I think these are two very similar teams, if you will. We're both very good on offense. Defense was almost non-existent, really. I mean, it was pretty much both teams on the attack and going back and forth, just counterattack to counterattack to counterattack. There was barely any defense. So I want to see more defense on the second game. I know we're capable of doing so because we saw it last week against Akron University. So I want to see more of that. The offense was great, but we need defense. We need to stop the Mountaineers on their tracks.
Yeah, I don't want to use the term, lucky per se, but there were a little bit of randomness in some of those early goals coming in from Western Virginia. There were like 2 really slow goals that came after a weak deflection on defense. So maybe just the angles weren't as crisp as they were supposed to be from the side of the Jaguars, and the Mountaineers benefited from that side of the bounce. And sometimes that's just how it goes.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if we see a much more consistent showing on defense here. Less goals coming in from both sides as they now get a feel for how each other play.
Oh yeah.
As Skivity gets a nice shot after some beautiful ball handling skills over on the orange side of the court. Let's take a look here on the replay. Gets the dribble, gets the touch, and nobody there is in back net, so he's able to flick it for free on the opposite corner.
Beautiful shot by Ski Buddy, and I mean that was a beautiful solo play. There's not much you can say as Ski Buddy wins the tip right there. Place it off, and I thought we were gonna score right there, and Dylan gets a deflection right there. Beautiful defense. barely misses that right there, and Soha.
Soha was doing a
He
backflip
was.
towards the opponent net. I mean, that is some insane skill
That
to
is.
try and even attempt that.
Oh, yeah.
Nice angle there from Cool, but it's not going to be there.
Not
Gets stuck
good
up.
enough. No one there to kind of get that cross. It was a
Nope.
good idea, but
And Cool, with no boost, is trying to challenge this off the wall, and that's just not going to be enough to get anything going. This is going to be sent all the way back to the Jaguar side of the field.
not what you want to see.
Oh,
what
the
a
placement!
beautiful placement.
The shots that are being selected by Western Virginia and set up by their own teammates are just absolutely phenomenal so far. Look at that team pass.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. You were talking about randomness, and I think they heard you, Noah. They said, "Oh, randomness? No randomness here. This is all skill," because that was beautiful right there. The first goal was beautiful as well. Cruel trying to get a nice shot off of the ceiling. Doesn't work for him. Challenger trying to run this ball out. Gets a nice cross into Cruel, who barely gets that. I guess you can call it a header, almost. It would be.
Yeah, header.
It would be.
As I say that, Cool tries to get an interesting touch off the mid wall there, but it doesn't really go his way. So Soha's going to get a beautiful shot. Nobody from Augusta University back on net yet, so that's going to go in for free. And this is just like we saw in map 1. 3 quick goals in the favor of Western Virginia. Or Augusta University even has a chance to get a goal.
Absolutely. Not what you want to see once again. I would like to see that us wake up once again as we did in map 1. And hopefully we do, as we see Challenger deflect that shot from Duffy right there. What a...
That was a really impressive ball dribble there midair. Unfortunately, fortunately for us, it didn't really connect into a goal, but we're already seeing some really nice mechanics from the side of the Mountaineers for sure. Very impressive stuff. As Dylan is reversing with no boost. I mean, that's rule number 1 you don't want to do in your own backfield. So we'll have to see. Hopefully we go back to basics here, get a little bit more consistent. As Soha gets a beautiful touch off the wall with full boost. Tries to pinch it off the wall, isn't going to get there. But Ski Buddy wins the 50 versus Challenger. Wasn't there in time. Duffy isn't able to get the touch, and Challenger now is going to try and ball dribble here. A demo coming out from Augusta University as well. Soha trying to keep it in their possession, and Duffy's going to be benefiting from it. Nice 50 win from Challenger, but Ski Buddy is there for the follow-up. Could have an angle, decides to fake it out, passes to the teammate. Oh! Soha with a fake keeps them in it.
Soha almost got that beautiful goal once again with the fake. Soha, so far, a very skilled player, what we've seen. I just think they heard us. I think the Mountaineers heard us talking about how they're maybe not in Akron's level. And they were like, "Oh, you want to see some good Rocket League? We'll show you some good Rocket League," because they've put on a display so far in every sense of the word, display.
And I guess we shouldn't be that surprised. I mean, Rocket League is one of the deepest talent pools in all of esports, in my opinion, especially in the collegiate scene. I mean, there's so many teams. We are in the PlayFly Open Premier bracket. I mean, these are no slouches. A lot of these rosters are very deep. They have grand champions, some of them supersonic legends. These are the top 1% of all players in the entire game. So the consistency of talent that we're going to see throughout the season is going to be a beauty to watch, that's for sure.
And it has been so far, as we see, almost getting the goal right there. Challenger trying to bring it onto the other side. I don't think they're going to get anything off of that. Ski Buddy winning the 50 right there. Cruel with a great deflection, looking like Thibaut Courtois right there. Best goalkeeper in the world for those who don't know. Cruel, once again, beautiful goalkeeping from Cruel. Challenger trying to make something out of it. Not possible. Doofy trying to do something. Also not possible. Ski Buddy winning that 50 right there, setting up Soha. Soha attempts a shot, but it was barely off. Wouldn't have hit any of the posts.
And with 30 seconds left, I mean, Augusta University down 3 goals. This is probably going to be a WVU dub here, because there just hasn't been any offensive production from Augusta University this map 2. After we saw almost 7 goals exchanged between the two teams in map 1.
Absolutely no, not what you wanted to see. Especially after that performance in game 1, I thought we were going to see a lot more offense from Augusta University, but it was quite the opposite. We were pretty much on defense for the whole of this match. And it was very unfortunate what we saw today from the Jaguars against the Mountaineers.
Yep, but we still are not out of it yet. We are down 2-0 here in this best-of-5 series. So if Western Virginia takes this next game, they will sweep the series. But if Augusta University wants to pull off the reverse sweep, they need to do it now.
Never been done yet in, well, this is only the second broadcast, so it's kind of, you can't really say it's never been done.
Small sample size.
Very small sample size, but hasn't been done in pretty much any other major sports league in
Only like the champs.
all the champs.
There's been reverse sweeps.
There has been reverse
Especially
sweeps
in
before,
esports. There's
but in
plenty of
esports,
reverse sweeps.
you can see it because esports is all about momentum. You build up momentum, and momentum is a very interesting thing here.
Wow,
in
that was a
esports.
very, very critical demo there from Augusta University because they had that shot set up perfectly for their third to take the kill shot. They decided to not even give them the chance. Smart move from them. I would love to see them get maybe even more physical. We saw that was kind of the turning point for them last week against Akron. That's really when they started to get comfortable with their offensive pressure, was when they were able to make Akron University feel uncomfortable in their setups and in their rotations.
Nice from Duffy. Beautiful. I mean, look at that. That's like 3/4 of the way from the pitch. Absolutely no one from the Jaguars was back there to defend that. Once again, we get that beautiful Godzilla Selly. I love that animation, Noah.
Yeah, it's a fun one. And yeah, I just don't know where the fundamentals are from our varsity team here. I mean, no one was back in net. No one was even close on the rotation. And that's just going to be a free goal for Western Virginia, or West Virginia, excuse me. And the Jaguars haven't even come close to doing something of that same caliber.
No, we are looking like a JV team out there against West Virginia. Not what you wanted to see. Soha almost getting that goal right there. Good defense from the Jaguars. That's what I wanted to see. And that's what we saw against Akron. So that's why it's a little surprising to me that we've been playing kind of, I don't know if we're just not on our A game today. We just haven't brought it. But we're seeing a very different team from what we saw last week. I don't know if the pressure from last week was too much and we carried a little bit onto this week. I don't really know what to make of what we've seen from the Jaguars today, Noah.
Yeah, I mean, West Virginia has actually scored more goals already through 2 games against Augusta University than Akron has, I think, throughout their whole series. So, just, something's not going their way for sure. But, yeah, we were hoping to see a little bit more oomph. Now, as we say this, there's still basically 3 minutes left here in Game 3. And it's only a 1-goal difference. This is the smallest difference we've actually seen between both of the teams all series long. So if there was ever a time for an Augusta University goal to happen, this would be it.
As we approach the 2-minute and 30-second mark, and we see Dylan getting a score right here to tie the game. Beautiful Adam animation as well with the score. Not as nice as the Godzilla one, but splitting his own teammate and the Mountaineer at the goal. Beautiful from Dylan.
Yeah, that was really well done, actually. And the MVP of that goal, in my opinion, was Cruel, getting the mid-air bump to really separate the defense from the shot, because that shot would have been definitely deflected if it wasn't for that mid-air bump. So really nice stuff done there to get back to what we know and love. And that's going to be a nice, slick shot from Cruel on the ground wizard, according to Carson in the chat, one of our former varsity members of Rocket League. Caught Soha lacking.
Yes,
Caught him lacking. Axel's broken. And that's going to be a 1-goal advantage here for Augusta University in Game 3.
Absolutely. Getting back into it. Getting a 2-1 lead. Challenger getting the deflection and barely hitting the top bar. Dofi right there. Challenger maybe wants to cross it here, but he doesn't. He gets the ball deflected. Dylan coming back and gets that beautiful goal with the Adam Selly. Beautiful, beautiful. And we turn this game right back on its feet. I mean, 3-1. Beautiful.
Yeah, and that's the momentum swing that we were looking for there. And that's a really nice shot from Dylan there because he had an angle that could have gone a lot of different areas with that positioning there, and he decided to dribble it basically right under the defender. Really nicely done. Nice reaction, taking what the defense gives you there, not trying to do anything too fancy.
Sometimes, you know, the fancier you get, the more predictable you get, especially when you're this high up in skill. And I've learned that myself with some of the other games I've played. And sometimes you just kind of have to go back to the basics. And that's what we've seen here. We got to go back and defend.
I mean, talk about the basics. I just saw Dylan try and solo air dribble into the upper left 90 by himself to try and get that goal in. It didn't work out, but I mean, that was absolutely insane stuff. He's definitely feeling it now. Cruel with a backwards deflection in midfield. That was definitely a dangerous one, but he must have trusted his teammates' rotation as we approach the 1 minute mark now. And the defense is definitely locked up for the remainder of this series. Challenger sending it their way. Nice deflection there from West Virginia, and this could be a dangerous one. Oh, and the shot is actually wide. So it's a good defense there from Cruel and Dylan. Yeah, it was Dylan, excuse me. This Challenger. And we are looking a little boost starved here as Ski Buddy tries to get a shot set from Soha, but it doesn't go their way. Nice 50 win from Challenger to set it towards the blue side of the court. He's going to try and set it up himself, and it doesn't go the way that he wanted, but Dylan's here to maintain possession. 30 seconds left now with a 2-goal lead, and this could be dramatic as WVU send one in with only 26 seconds left to erase that deficit in half.
And they cut the lead to just 1 goal. 26 seconds left. This is about to be cinema, Noah. We are trying to force a 4th game here. We don't want to get swept once again as they get the goal. And that's how I was saying, absolute cinema. I know y'all have seen the meme, so I know exactly what y'all have in y'all's minds right now. And
I can't believe it. I mean, I can't believe it. That's 2 goals in less than 10 seconds by WVU to equalize things here, to finalize the sweep. I mean, Augusta University, they need to. I think that. Oh my gosh, this is getting dangerous. The offensive pressure has just been on the orange side of the pitch for the last 20 seconds now. 3 seconds left, and Ski Buddy has a shot opportunity. Gets a good deflection there, but Soha sends it their way. The third is there and is not able to connect. Overtime now to save Augusta University series. Cruel does not win the possession there off the kickoff, so Challenger has to go in the midair. Doesn't get it, but Soha misses the double touch. So Dylan's going to be able to send it away. Ski Buddy now wants to try it himself. Doesn't get it. Cruel sends it to the corner. Duffy now, full tank of gas, ready to try it himself. And Dylan says, nah-uh. Sends it all the way over to the blue side of the pitch. Beautiful clear, and he doesn't get the wall touch. But it's a beautiful recovery from Ski Buddy as he's going to set it up beautifully for Duffy here. Oh, and it gets the ground pound. But Cruel is able to finally get it out of harm's way. Oh, and another nice offensive shot there from Ski Buddy. Oh, it's a beautiful shot from Cruel.
But not able to hit it right there. Ski Buddy ready to prevent that from happening. Challenger trying to go for a nice little air dribble. And maybe a self-pass. Cruel passing it right back to Challenger. Challenger passing it to Dylan. And Dylan gets it to go. Beautiful setup from Dylan to Challenger. Beautiful team play right there for that beautiful goal.
What a shot.
What
I mean,
a shot.
that came in with some speed there in the upper 90. We'd love to see it. And that is going to be some late game heroics from Dylan to save Augusta University series and keep the reverse sweep dreams alive as we are now going into game 4 down 2-1. Woo! That was fun. That was some Rocket League.
That was a close one right there, as we see in the chat. We agree. Cutting it very close. I almost got the sweep. The Mountaineers almost secured the sweep, but AU able to save the series, forcing game 4.
I'm so excited for this one. I just want to say thank you all for tuning in on Rocket League. This is one of our favorite games to cast, and it's been a long time coming. So without further ado, we'll get right back into the action.
Why not?
Why not?
An early goal from Cruel. See, I mean, 4 seconds into the game, and we're already scoring a goal. That's beautiful. A very odd mistake from the Mountaineers right there off of the tip-off, and AU able to capitalize on it. And we see that. What a time to cut back in. Insane cinema. I mean,
so they like to talk about commentators' curse. Not here.
Not
on
here.
AU Esports.
Not here. At least we haven't seen it yet, and we hope to not see it anytime soon. Right there, AU getting some offensive pressure early on. That's what I love to see. Doofy getting a nice little solo dribble midway through the pitch, but not able to do anything about it. Cruel. Beautiful goalkeeping from Cruel so far. I mean, the comparison.
Pass to Challenger.
Beautiful pass to Challenger. Not able to get anything off of it. Once again, I mean, Igor went for a shot once again. They're kind of trying to get some snipes. Duffy not able to do anything off the ceiling.
Yeah.
Challenger and Cruel are beautiful at
Some of these
goalkeeping.
shots that WVU is taking could be a lot easier than they're making them. Like that shot off the backboard just recently by Doofy probably could have just been on net, and it would have been very difficult to defend there. So I'm not sure if they're maybe getting a little bit flustered there with the sudden momentum swing coming from Augusta University. And that's an insane shot from Dylan. Oh my goodness, off the wall, past the defender. Let's take a look at this.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Beautiful. I mean, the technique that's necessary to achieve that goal. It was beautiful. Beautiful goal from AU. And as I was saying earlier, in esports, it's all about momentum. You build up
Did
some
Dylan just
momentum, and
score that
Dylan.
backwards?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I mean, Dylan is feeling himself right now.
wait, he had no boost.
No boost.
Oh.
Backwards.
Wait, that's the best goal of the night. Wait, that was insane. No boost, off of kickoff, mid-air, hit it with his back wheel into the net to go up 3-0 here in Game 4.
That's definitely going to be the goal of the night, Noah. I do agree with you. I mean, this is, wow. Wow.
This
I mean,
is Rocket League.
This is Rocket League. This is what we came here to see. This is what we're so passionate about. This is why it's one of our favorite games to cast. We see, once again, AU keeping this offensive pressure, like, beautiful. Igor getting the deflection right there. Challenger trying to go for the 4th goal. Soha gonna try to get that shot in. Barely misses it, but Igor gets the nice little tap in to go to put that deficit and cut it down to only 2 goals.
And it almost feels like a lifetime has passed from those 3 goals. We still have 3 minutes left in this Game 4. I mean, this is anybody's game. And if Augusta University wants to keep this reverse sweep alive, they need to keep the foot on the gas. I mean, they cannot let up. They cannot let the Mountaineers feel any type of comfort because they're in the driver's seat. I mean, as soon as they win, the series is over. So the Jaguars need to make sure they're playing with a lot of commitment, a lot of confidence for the rest of the series.
Absolutely, and we've seen that confidence so far in the first couple of minutes of this game. And it all goes back to momentum, Noah. We see Cruel getting this beautiful deflection right here, but Soha able to capitalize on the fact that Cruel was already above him, and it was an open net.
Well, it looks
for
like
the
somebody
Mountaineers.
got turned around in the net. I couldn't quite tell who it was, but we had somebody bottom net, and they just weren't able to rotate fast enough for that shot.
I think it was Challenger, because I did see Challenger and Cruel try to get back. Cruel was above the post, and Challenger wasn't able to just turn around quick enough to do anything about that shot. As we see another shot attempt, Challenger deflecting it out of harm's way. Challenger once again deflecting it again. Dylan trying to do something,
This could be a
and
shot.
Cruel,
Oh, what a save!
beautiful
What a
save. Cruel gets the ball right back with a about 80 boost, and Dylan trying to do something mid-air. Is he gonna do something crazy? No. Cruel not doing anything either. Dylan, will he get a nice little cross? No. Cruel deflects the pass. A fight in midfield, but nothing comes out of it.
Yeah, and this is where things are starting to get a very, very tense. Less than 2 minutes left now, and the deficit only 1 goal. So an equalizer here would force another overtime. And that's just something that I think Augusta University does not want to have. As we see, Cruel tries to solo it, runs out of boost in midfield, so Dylan's going to keep the possession alive. This could be a nice shot opportunity here for Challenger, but it's a good defense there from West Virginia. As Soha sends it, snipe on net. Cruel is able to knock it off. Igor sends another shot off the top crossbar. Duffy not had the angle for the shot. Soha again off the top crossbar. The accuracy is failing West Virginia here in these final critical moments, as we now have 1 minute remaining here in Game 4. With a 1-goal lead, Augusta University could still keep their series alive, as we see a beautiful clear that might be on net. Igor is there. Nice defensive rotation.
Once again, we've seen West Virginia ask beautiful deflection from Soha to prevent the 4th Jaguar goal right there. Dylan, had a beautiful shot attempt at the net. It was on track to score. 30 seconds remaining, and we're still on AU side as we transition to AU side of the pitch. Cruel there to prevent that goal. Challenger barely missing that ball. Duffy trying to wait for a setup, perhaps. Dylan stealing the ball from him, running out of boost. I don't think anything is going to happen. Soha trying to dribble it midfield. Cruel gets the interception. Igor there to prevent the ball from hitting the ground, and he keeps it up. Challenger, Dylan, this is very intense. The ball hits the ground, and that is a Game 4 victory for AU, forcing a decisive Game 5 here, Noah. Our first Game 5, like I said, small sample size, but Game 5 already.
Game 5. I mean, is there anything else you could have wanted? This is awesome. This is cinema. I mean,
this is cinema. I mean,
Western Virginia started off so incredibly hot, so much momentum, and Augusta University has completely turned the tides in their favor, and this has just been a joy to watch.
Oh, this has been a joy to watch. I mean, the writing could not be better. I mean, this was not scripted. We promise, guys.
Streets are saying that AU went down 3-0 on purpose, 2-0 on purpose, just so they could show that they're really those guys.
Maybe so. Maybe so. The writing.
Didn't hear it from me.
Didn't hear it from us. The writing has been absolutely insane, and everything is set up. The table is served for this Game 5, and why don't we tune in? 5 minutes of absolute cinema coming from the Jaguars and the Mountaineers, as we see Duffy trying to do something in midfield. Challenger getting the ball right there, trying to dribble it off the side of the pitch. Running out of boost, so not much to do there. Gets to boost midway through, but isn't able to do anything with it. Duffy trying to do something in the AU side of the pitch, not able to do anything. Soha kind of winning that 50 right there. Cruel getting it. Igor off the wall. Challenger there once again to get the challenge, living up to his name. Very intense start. Very intense first minute right there. Igor getting the lucky deflection.
Yeah, that was a really good shot there. That would have hit the upper 90. Maybe could have hit the crossbar. I couldn't tell. It was really tight, but that was good defense there from West Virginia to make sure that it didn't go in regardless. 1 minute already passed and no goals have been taken. So you can tell that they're playing for it all here. I mean, this is all the marbles. As we see the ball, still in the blue side of the pitch. Challenger with the full tank of gas clears it. Igor with no boost is able to connect with it mid-air. Impressive stuff. And Duffy sends it back over to the orange side. Challenger with no boost is left alone, but Cruel's there to give him some backup as he finally refuels. Cruel tries to get a corner set up here. Gets demoed because of it. And now Igor is going to have the full lay of the land to try and set something up, but Challenger off the respawn is here mid-air. Tried to set up a musty flick there. That would have been insane. Unfortunately, he got challenged midair before he could complete it. Dylan in a dangerous spot. Thankfully, Challenger there to give him some support there on defensive back lines as they send this. It does get centered. Cruel just a second late to try and get that shot in. Challenger sending it up the wall. Duffy sends it towards the net. Soha almost had a shot, but Challenger denied it. Cruel with a full tank of gas passes it towards midfield. Nobody there, so Duffy's going to send it right back. Challenger diverts it to the corner. Soha with a nice shot on net, and it's actually wide. It's wide and does not connect at all, so Cruel is going to be able to try and keep possession. Oh, wow, great 50 win there from Igor with no boost there on the wall. Kept this play alive. That's a great team pass there from Challenger and Dylan. Or Cruel and Dylan, excuse me. As this has just been beaten back and forth across the pitch, neither side giving an inch. As Dylan finally gets a shot opportunity here, set up between Dylan. Would have had the triple pass there into the net. Just was too short. Nice shot there from Cruel. Oh, but what a beautiful touch with Steph Curry fadeaway. Look at that. Off the wheels.
Off the wheels. Beautiful goal right there. Beautiful setup from Dylan. Getting the score, breaking the match open with a 1-0 lead. 2 minutes remaining. Very, very intense first 3 minutes of this game, Noah. I mean, game 5, as you said, for all the marbles right here. Duffy trying to get something to go, but he was met by Challenger and Cruel mid-air. Getting the demo right there, Cruel. And it's kind of what you said earlier. We need to be more physical, and we have been so far, and I believe that's been the key so far for Augusta University, Noah.
Yeah, and I just want to take a moment to talk to 360, our Apex in-game leader and team captain in the chat. Obviously, you're a stranger to Rocket League Mondays because we don't do suits. This is casual Rocket League Mondays where we wear our sports jerseys or whatever we want. The suits are reserved for our weekend primetime streams like your own Apex Legends playoffs happening later this week. Be sure to tune in for that later because that has been some exciting stuff from there. Top 3 finished last week. Really impressive stuff from AU Apex. But not to be outdone by AU Rocket League, who are on the verge of completing the reverse sweep. 1 minute left now, and they are still holding on to this narrow 1-goal lead. Duffy in the air, trying to get the ball outside of their side of the field. Oh, Dylan with some nice ball handling there to try and maneuver it past the 2 defenders. Got him a little scared there, but unfortunately did not end up in the net. Cruel left alone here. This could be a shot. Dylan barely gets it away with no boost and sends it off to Cruel there. Could have potentially been a shot, but now with 30 seconds left, Augusta University is now playing killing time. Low on boost is all of the Jaguars, and that shot barely wide was a scary one. Gave everybody on the Jaguar side a heart attack, I'm sure, as Challenger finally is able to get some sort of a clear. Igor is there. Challenger hits him mid-air off the ceiling to try and deflect it. 5 seconds left. Another shot opportunity from Soha, denied by Cruel. A huge 50 win from Cruel on the wall to waste so much precious seconds, and that will do it.
AU completes the reverse sweep. It's just too easy for AU. It's just too easy. They played around and let the Mountaineers get a 2-0 lead just to come right back and pull the reverse sweep.
I mean, stole it from them. Absolutely
they did.
Stole it from them. I've never seen a team leave the Rocket League lobby quicker after that reverse sweep.
Oh my God. That is actually insane.
They're gone.
They're gone.
Out.
They're out. They're mad. They're mad.
I would be too.
I'd be mad too. I would be mad too. I mean,
but we're not. Because the Jaguars pulled out the huge dub reverse sweep. Really, really impressive stuff. Who would be your MVP for the night after seeing all 5 games?
Well, I think it can only go to the whole team.
Okay.
I think they all played a crucial role in pulling this reverse sweep off. I mean, Cruel with his goalkeeping heroics. Dylan and Challenger getting some beautiful goals. If you wanted to go with the easy, I guess, MVP take, you could mention Dylan obviously scoring a bunch of goals. Challenger as well. But I'm going to give it to the whole team because getting a reverse sweep is not something that you can say, oh, it was just one player that carried you all the way. It's a team game, and it was a team effort to get this reverse sweep, Noah.
Yeah, I like that. It's definitely a good sentiment, though. Counteract that, I will give a singular MVP, though, and I'm going to give that to Challenger, the one who started off the scoring, ended the drought there in game one, I believe, game one or game two, when we were down 3 goals. He scored 2 by himself. Solo plays.
Yes.
Solo plays. And I think that was huge for the morale and the confidence of the team, because later on they were doing it all together. Triple passes, team passes off the wall, setting up shots from the corner. It was a really, really beautiful fundamental Rocket League. But up until then, they were lost. I mean, Western Virginia was able to do whatever they wanted on the map until Challenger put the fear of the ball in them, and it was really, really beautiful to see. So Challenger will be my MVP for tonight's matchup.
Okay.
But all in all, amazing series from Varsity Rocket League. Love to see them competing well in the PlayFly Open Premier, and a great bounce back win after falling 3-0 to Akron University last week.
Absolutely. A great confidence builder going into next week. As you said, a great bounce back from last week against Akron University. I think, like I said, it builds up our confidence, and going into next week, I feel like we're going to be a lot better. Our scrims or practices that we have this week are going to definitely be great. They're just going to have to ride this wave of confidence that they've built up, ride the momentum from this week and carry it over to next week. I think that's really the key. That's going to be the key for us going into next week.
Yeah, exciting stuff. More Rocket League news. Our junior varsity team will actually finally be getting their broadcast stream starting on March 15th. That is when they're having their first Collegiate Rocket League Series match. So we'll be sure to get you on the broadcast. If not us, one of the players will be streaming their official POV as well for you guys to tune in and follow along, because they've been hard at work, scrimming, practicing. They're really itching to finally get that competition in that spotlight. So be sure to be tuned in on our Instagram. We'll post a lot of the clips of the goals that you saw here tonight, either today or tomorrow. So be sure to repost those, share those around. Really, really fun stuff. And looking forward to this weekend, League of Legends will be playing their next matchup versus Converse University, an elite program here in esports nationally. That'll be a good matchup to watch. And Apex Legends will be continuing their playoff run after securing the upper bracket last weekend. Really, really awesome stuff to see from them, as well as Varsity Valorant playing against, who are they playing? Georgia College and State University. They'll be playing the Bobcats on Sunday. I unfortunately will not be here this weekend. I will be on vacation, but rest assured we will make sure your favorite teams are covered right here on this channel. Without further ado, I have been your host, Noah Bowers.
And your co-host, Rodrigo Burgos. And that does it for today. Like Noah said, be sure to tune in this weekend, whether we are here or not. We will be sure to bring y'all all the action from all your favorite teams. That's going to do it for us today, and we'll see you guys in the next one.